Hello my acquaintances, today I'm starting up a whole new Chiccy Checkup kind of series where I make videos about this little gal. This is Rosalina. She's an Easter egger like Bog, and I make a whole nother video about information about her, but in the meantime, this video, as a little bit of an introduction to the new series, is going to be me responding to all the comments and concerns about the other videos I posted about my chickens I had before. I didn't explain things very well in this video. It has 42 dislikes to 57 likes, so it really, it wasn't sounding good, I guess. So, comment number 1. That's just a quote from the video, okay. How's the noise? Can you hear them when you are out of the room? And does it smell occasionally? I'm planning to do this myself. Just need some heads up. Thanks. So the noise, not that bad. Most of the time, it doesn't get much louder than this. Unless, when you leave them alone, they start to kind of get, they start yelling, but it lasts circa 10 to 30 minutes at most, and then they'll calm down. So the noise isn't that bad. I've never got a noise complaint from like a neighbor or anything. And does it smell? It doesn't really smell unless you don't clean it. Basically, it doesn't really smell. Like, you can only smell it right next to it, and I can't even smell it right now. I do clean it. So as long as you clean it semi-frequently, it's not a big issue. Chickens should not be kept indoors. Their natural behavior is to peck and scratch into the soil. Also, it is cruel to keep chickens this way, and egg production is cruel. Egg laying is like giving birth, and they lay until they have had a clutch of 12, so we are forcing them to continually lay, which is cruel. It is hard for them to lay an egg, especially a large egg. This person is not very educated on how chickens work, and nobody's forcing them to lay an egg. Their body naturally lays eggs. It's not like giving birth. I don't force them to continually lay. They just lay, and then if they don't lay an egg one day, it's like, okay. I mean, also, they're not kept indoors. My last ones weren't kept indoors either. I take them outside. They're just mainly indoors. They're not even kept in the crate. As you can see, this is open. This crate is it's like a dog crate from Amazon. She's in here maybe 20% of the time at most. It's probably closer to 10% of the time, and she's out 90% of the time. As you can see, she has free reign to leave if she would like. Play until they have a clutch of 12. That's not this. I don't think this person knows what they're talking about. Then someone said, I agree. I think they would love sunshines and dust on their feet. Again, they're not inside 100% of the time. And someone even replied they actually prefer shade. But I was saying it's too small for them. It wasn't really that. I mean, it was like. It does look worse in the video, I believe. They have plenty of space for the 3 of them, but I wouldn't go any further than 3 in that kind of coop. Someone said smoking weed and keeping chickens in your apartment. LOL. I'm thinking about keeping chickens in my apartment with coronavirus going on. I've seen actually quite a couple people saying this. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I am saying that's a bad idea if you don't actually already want them. Also, if you're getting like a chick, which I would recommend if you're trying to bring it up indoors, is to start with a chick. They're not going to lay until July. So, and also a chicken is like a 20-year commitment. So, I know it's kind of like a joke, but yeah. I don't think there's going to really be an egg shortage. This is a comment that I really enjoyed and kind of summed it up. People are so weird. Keeping a chicken indoors is just as cruel as keeping a dog indoors. We all have our opinions on how to raise our pets and children. Her setup looks good to me. I'm watching because I'm getting a chick soon. I'm sharing a coop at a community garden. I'm very nervous about keeping a creature that I'm responsible for outside, especially during extreme weather. I need a backup plan to soothe my anxiety wall. And someone replied, actually, as long as they have stimulation, I take mine to a park with big crate and let them scratch around and are cared for properly. They thrive indoors as well as outdoors. So yeah, it's, yeah, think of it like a dog. You don't keep dogs indoors all the time. You take them outside. Kind of like same thing. Somebody asking where I get them. Chances are they're not all female. Okay, all of the ones I had were female. If you get them from an actual breeder, then you have more luck. If you get them at Tractor Supply, they're mainly straight run, so I don't know why they said that to me. That was just kind of weird to say. This is no way for a chicken to live. They have enough space, but they never get to see outdoors or feel the ground on their feet. I don't know why everyone was saying this in the comments. I did say in the video that I was gonna take them out. In this video, they were too young to go outside anyways. I even mentioned in the video that I'm gonna take them outside in like a week. And I did. It's not like they never go outside, it's just that they mainly stay inside. Hey, where's their water dish and food dish? I don't see either in their cage. They acted pretty hungry when you threw them some treats. I showed where the food and water was hanging in the top part of the coop. They did have that, and hers are right here. And any animal is gonna act hungry when you give it a treat. Like a dog that just ate will still act excited when you give it a milk bone. Like, it's just a thing. Not sure what kind you have, but they look like they will be at least 8 pounds each. Terrible, awful cruelty. I don't... Chickens just weigh that much. Like, I don't... What? I don't... And then the same person commented the same thing about having to lay eggs and forcing them to lay eggs. Yeah, and someone responded, chickens lay eggs if you eat the eggs or not. You can't stop them from laying eggs. That's what chickens do. So they're not going to be fertilized eggs unless there's a rooster. But I don't force egg production. That's all the comments that I got. I hope that answered some of your questions. Again, it's just like taking care of any animal. You just take care of it and issues don't typically arise. Yeah, I hope y'all liked the video. So, you know to bye, subscribe. See you later, all you haters.